Today's a sad day. It's November 13th. It's time to winterize my Kawasaki. It's currently at 243 hours, still going strong. First thing I gotta do is put some Plumbers Antifreeze into its coolant system. Enough. Next step, I gotta remove the plug so I can fog the cylinders. This one's always a mission. So it took me 2 hands to get that last plug wire out. And I got to remove all the plugs. I got 2 of them out. 2 of them loose anyway. Alright, once those plugs are loose, you can use the plug wires to get them out, or you can use a magnet. I find if you use a magnet, you don't get anti-seize on your fingers. Alright, once you got the plugs out, just standard fogging oil will do. Get it any Canadian Tire. Now, to prevent plug foul when you start it up in the spring, you gotta circulate that by holding wide open throttle to cut off the injectors. Alright, with the engine fogged, you're ready to put the plugs back in, but you gotta apply some anti-seize first. It's tricky to do this. Doesn't have to be a ton, because that'll spread out around as you thread it in. Alright, once the plugs are in there finger tight, then you just want to tighten them a bit more with your socket, only a little bit, because you don't want them to snap off in the block. Alright, with the plugs in, there's 3 more steps. Apply silicone lubricant to any rubber hoses. That will prolong them, stop them from cracking over the winter. Fuel stabilizer, and remove the battery so you can trickle charge it. More on that after. Alright, as you can see now, anything rubber is all juiced up. Nice and shiny with moisture. So with that, you gotta take the battery out for trickle charging, gotta fill the tank, and then give it some fuel stabilizer. So that's the process I use for winterizing that Kawasaki. I've been riding that 2006 15F since 2012 when it had 85 hours. It's now 243 hours. Still running strong, never had an issue. I've driven that thing to the moon and back, up in Niagara Falls, into the French River, cottage every year. Solid machine. So now, like all the extra Plumbers Antifreeze I collected in there, so I'll put it in a container so I can properly dispose of it. And now, I gotta clean up the Honda. I've only changed the oil on that. I still need to do the turbo with lubricant and apply the silicone lubricant to all the rubber hoses and add some fuel stabilizer.